Cathy. Join us as we follow the moon. This morning, we're having our coffee, and like a lot of other people, we like to have a little fresh baked good, kind of like a donut type of thing with our coffee in the mornings. So, with us not doing as much traveling around outside of the motorhome, and a lot of people are staying at home now, this is an alternative to the donut. And what it is, it's a mini bundt cake. And if you've made pancakes or you've made waffles, this is very similar to that kind of cooking. And it's a lot of fun and real easy to do. Now, there's a lot of things that you can get in the grocery store that you can just keep in your cupboard. And this makes it handy for making your recipe. As you can see, you can use cookie dough, brownie mixes, yellow cake mixes, which I really like using those little Jiffy cake mixes, and blueberry cake. You can do a lot of different recipes just using them as a base to start, and adding other things with them to make your recipe. Today, we're using the yellow cake mix. And we're going to add craisins and a little bit of an orange extract to kind of give it a little punch for that breakfast taste. And so let's go. By the way, I want to give a shout out to the security at Tiffin's Allegro campground. And he suggested that it was about time to do another cooking show. So here we go, and thank you. My mix is already in the bowl. And that other box is one that I keep as an extra. So I've got this whenever I need. Now it calls for 1 egg. And it also says you can use water. I'm going to just use a little bit of my pure extract, which I'll put in first. And then I'm going to use a half a cup of milk. The next thing we will be doing is we'll be adding the craisins. It's no different than making pancakes or waffles. You just mix it up a bit. And then we're going to use a ladle and put it into the bundt cake pan. Now I'd like to talk about the little pans that I use. They are actually little mini appliances, and I have a few different kinds. And I really like them because they're easy to store. They don't take up a lot of room, and they're actually very lightweight. So that counts a lot when you're traveling. Now the first one I'm using for right now is the little skillet. And when I first got it, when I opened the box, I laughed and I thought, this is nothing more than a toy. And I felt a little foolish. But I needed something that I could just cook 1 egg in, or a small bowl of oatmeal, or anything that was just a 1 serving type of thing, even heating up leftovers. And this thing works really great for that. I've got my craisins steaming in there or cooking. I put about a cup of water in on top of them, and so they're going right now. And then the other thing that I'm going to be using is a little bundt cake pan. And this thing's really neat. when you open it up, you can see that it is shaped like a bundt cake. And these are a lot of fun to use when you have grandchildren come to visit and you want to keep them busy. It's a little bit different. Now, can I use this recipe in a regular size pan? Absolutely. You could just, I think these smaller ones, the Jiffy cake mixes call for maybe those 8-inch square pans, and you can do it in an oven or up in a convection oven. And I just kind of think this is really fun, and I like the way they turn out so that I can actually keep them in a container. Usually we'll make up about 4, 6, or 8 of them at a time, and then we've got one each for a couple of mornings in a row. So our craisins are ready. They've been reconstituted through this boiling process. So I just add them to the batter. And I do have the little bundt pan is heating up now, and it's kind of like using a waffle iron. When it's warm, the little light on the top will go out. One thing this doesn't do is the little beep that you get on some of those waffle irons, so you're going to want to make sure you time it. That little click just told me that it's actually ready. We just raise this up and use a ladle. This is just a little gravy ladle, and it takes about 3 of them to fill this up. Made a mess. Now I'll close this up. In the past, 8 minutes has done it for me, so I'm going to set the timer at 8 and then I'm going to check them. So I'm using the timer on my my microwave. So let's go kitchen timer and put in my time and start. These little pans are really easy to clean up. Basically just wipe them out. The bottom of this is also a little skillet that I can use, and this bottom can't go in your dishwasher or it can't be put in water. I normally just wash this part out with a little bit of soapy water in the sink. So while we get that going, I'm going to have a little bit of my coffee just to wait for the first one to come out. Well, let's see what we've got. It bounces back. Let's check it out. Now the little handles on that, they get hot. So you might want to use something with them. They have little silicone tabs on them, but they still get hot. So my next thing is to put another one in so that Doug can have one. So obviously you know whose that one is. we'll start the timer on that one. So let's see what we've got here. It's a little warm, nice and brown on the outside. And look at that, beautiful. I have to taste it. They're hot. And they're perfect. Great treat on a rainy morning, in case you didn't hear the rain up there. Those craisins give you all that extra little bit of sugar. It doesn't even need frosting or anything on it. They're perfect. I want to thank you for watching us. Please be sure to subscribe and ring the bell. And thank you for following us as we follow the moon.
Thank you for watching this video. We hope you've enjoyed it. Please be sure to subscribe to our channel and be sure to ring the notification bell so you'll know when we have new videos listed. Also be sure to check out our blog at followthemoon.us and also our Facebook page at Follow the Moon and on Instagram at Follow the Moon Travel. Thanks.